Hey guys, Calvin, Jason from the Cartoon Company in New Zealand. Look what's turned up. I went away for a weekend a little while ago and this turned up. Now the man rang me and he said he had a Landcruiser, had a Lexus in it, and he told me the price he paid for it. And I was astonished at what he paid. And it's already got a Lexus in it, which is why it's here. Look at that, it's got a Lexus.
Surprise kill.
Well, that's why he was ringing me. He only rang me because it's got a Lexus in it, but look at this wagon. This is quite a cool truck. So apparently this is a bit of a barn find. It's even got, and look here, we'll look inside. Woo, there's even a link in there. And it doesn't go. I'm not sure what the man did there, what they were thinking. Battery box in the back in the past. This thing is pretty tidy for one of these. Oh, try not to break things. The heater tap. This is Kiwi ingenuity right there. Woohoo! Now I'd call that acceptable. It's a Landcruiser. We're in New Zealand. It looks good. We're going to have clutch issues to sort. Not sure about this cabling. That isn't great. Look at that wagon. It's a neat vehicle. Got a lot of stickers on the back. And the registration sticker, it says 2006. And apparently it stopped running and the guy put it in the shed and got sick of it. The last owner.
It's certed, eh?
Cert plate. Yeah, cert plate's inside. So it's legal and everything. Well, certed. So we've got bucket seats.
When was it certed?
Different anchors for the seatbelts. It was certed in 2003. A long time ago.
Right.
Four-speed manual.
Bobby.
Hello, Maud. Where's she going? Oh, she's going to see the guys.
Yeah.
She's going to see the surveys. Got the wheels on it. I think they came on it. I think they were on it. Right, check it out, man. Right, Jace, make it go, please. Vroom, vroom. They've been at it, so the young fellas have been into it, trying to make it go. So that's crank sensor wiring. They've cut the stuff that was in there, pulled that to bits. There's earths here, so they're a bit, okay, interesting.
You can put one on each little thing.
Yep, has it got oil in it? Big Landcruiser radiator. These Landcruisers have awesome radiators.
It has, yeah, it has stuff.
Brown. What have I got in here though? I'm not sure what's actually in here. If we tip water in, I suspect we're going to have water fall straight back out. Maybe the water pump or something.
We'll tip some water in it.
Yeah, we'll tip some water in it. We'll do your basic checks if need to. There's this box of spark plugs in the back.
The motor's on an angle, eh?
Motor's on an angle, yeah. They've done funny things with the exhaust underneath. And they've done this weird thing where they've come under the drive shaft and around.
Drive shaft hoop.
Yeah, it's like a drive shaft hoop. Looks like it's been sitting for a while. It's got air shocks in the back.
Yeah, air shocks in the front as well.
I've got air shocks in the front too.
Yeah, little plug-in thingies here.
Oh yeah, righto. Is that a body lift? Got a bit of a body lift. Jace, there's water falling out on me! Hey!
There's water falling out of the corner of the head.
Corner of the head?
Oh, yeah. Right, found it.
Don't scare me. Oh.
It's falling out of there.
Oh, rat's been chewing on it.
This is big syrup pouring out beside the coil.
Yeah. Right, we'll put a bung on there. Okay, don't worry about that. We'll just go get a bung for that. Put a battery in it, get it cranking over. Hey, there's actually a tinge to that, like it's got antifreeze in it.
Yeah.
It's an early engine because it's got a cold start switch. I heard a fuel pump. I can hear cows too.
It's a fan.
It's a fan? Do you want me to get a pen so you can write on them what they are? Oh, there's injector. Did you like the bolt in the throttle body?
Yes.
Did you see the nut and bolt?
Yep.
Can we see in there?
Well, I just
Right
got
there,
fuel
there's a
now.
nut. I would not ever put a nut in a throttle body.
I can smell fuel.
I can smell something that used to be fuel. Once upon a time that was petrol. Was. I don't think it's petrol now.
There's no power at the computer.
There's no power at the computer.
Yeah, but I'm wondering if this is the power line. This is the brown one.
Okay. Do you remember Early Link Plus?
No.
Have we got a pinout for it?
I was guessing it's that red wire. It's that one. I'm guessing it's that. This is the only red one in there, and the other one's red blue, which is only 5 volt.
I'll go with that.
I'll get continuity between there and that brown wire, but educated guess.
We've taken the brown wire and we've added it to the ignition relay right there. Injection relay. It's good enough for now. We're doing the audible compression test.
Has very little.
Doesn't sound like lots of squeeze, eh?
Turn the laptop round. And I do the cranking.
It's generating engine RPM. Because I've dodged some wires in to straight to the crank sensor. That's what these are. Let's see if it makes spark then.
It's external route.
Externally routed. Yes, externally. We'll see if it makes the sparks then, eh? Those bulls are really noisy, eh? They really miss their girlfriends.
And that temperature is 220 degrees.
Probably not wide. And they just default to 220. Right, okay. Let's see if we get sparks. Voltage there.
Mm-hmm. Voltage there.
Voltage at the coils. That's the igniter. Output coil 1, input battery 1, battery voltage. That one should be battery voltage.
Negatory.
So who knows where that goes?
I feel like Bills might know. They have a lot to say.
They do have a lot to say today. I think they're just going home. I don't think I don't think it's bad news for them.
It was bad news. They took their girlfriends away.
Ah, yes. Okay. So this was working. It didn't have. That's the tacho. Was it working without the battery voltage? Have you used it? When was the last time we used a Mitzi igniter?
On my car, yeah. I know we used Subaru and guys on mine. Same thing.
How many years ago? It's wired without it, so maybe it worked without it. Okay, we'll check. We'll scope inside. Now you've got the book, the manual version. We'll just check here. There's an earth. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Let's scope it inside. Got my little check. I got nearly got the gravity. We'll check it inside at the ECU.
It's the blue and the blue black.
Blue and the blue black, Jace. Blue black.
Funny enough, they haven't really changed much since.
What colours are they now? Blue and blue black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Oh,
same.
there's a Proby thing.
How convenient.
It'll be these ones. What's the blue red then?
Probably ignition 3 or something, or 4.
Mission 3, doing something else. Taco.
Yeah.
No.
The Bluetooth taco?
We could actually look on the computer and see what it's doing.
Good.
Right.
Right. Ready?
Yes, please. What? It doesn't seem to be doing an output.
Double check we're getting an input. Well, it says it's getting an input.
Yeah, I can do an input. I can do inputs. You know where this pin came from? Because it's not our one, eh?
Off the floor.
It was very handy. Very nice of them to leave it in here.
Mm.
I'm just going to go in the back here. Right. Yo, go. Look. It's got a pattern, but it's not very pretty. Cut.
Yep.
Blue. Blue is trig 2.
Yep.
Yellow, which is a yellow wire, is trig 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's trace our wires.
Okay. Hang on. Let's come round. The external tracing device. So we go down here. Oh, there you go.
So trig 1 and trig 2 are both going to the position sensor.
They
We're
were.
going to the... That's not going to work.
No. Probably why you're getting a funny reading.
That'll be why my readings are very weird.
Not done there.
Okay, we'll fix that, hey?
Okay, just cam.
Crank.
Trig 1, trig 2.
I wonder if I put that plug back on and then we reconnect those wires,
You might have some bit of luck.
whether that'll work.
We might have an output from the...
Yeah, from the hoo-hoo. Right, let's do it.
Alright.
Yep. Yeah, we've got continuity with all those sensors now. External wires have been removed because they was not going to work. It was interesting that it generated an RPM though, eh?
Yeah.
Because it was displaying, it's less than I'd expect.
Yeah.
I would have expected like 180, 200. Okay. So now I'll scope. Now I'll put a scope on these triggers again.
Should have it.
Bring it.
Oh, yeah, yep.
See, nice little pictures.
Yep.
Nice little uppies.
Nice little dandies.
Oh, lovely. Yes, happy now. Okay, and that one. Oh, yep, there it is. Okay, let's see what. See if I can get into the ECU. We'll see if it makes spark. Nice, plugged in. Yep, crank it. Okay. Oh, wait, do that again. I think I saw a spark. Hey, woohoo! Make spark, Jace.
Good sparks?
Make sparks.
Mega the sparks.
Now I wonder how seized the injectors are. Liquid enhancement, liquid encouragement.
Hang on, there's some in here.
There's some in there.
You go.
Thank you. Yep. Did you hear that?
Go again?
Oh, you want me to do it again? Yep. I think we've probably got very seized injectors. Go. Just give it like just a little, just tap that throttle open.
What have you been doing?
Just hold it open, don't. No, less. Drop back of it. Just give it a little smidgen. Yeah, that's it, good. Not on all cylinders, but it runs. Woohoo! Are you idling? As soon as I take this away, it stops. Woohoo! It runs.
Tear dummies.
Woo! Yeah! It makes noise. All right. It's amazing what happens when you've got a cam and a crank sensor going to the ECU properly.
Yeah.
Seized injectors, sticky injectors. Do we just power them up? Do we check fuel flow? We've got fuel pump pumping. Start at fuel flow, eh? There's a return line here. There's our inlet, and that hose is actually falling apart. It's actually, check out this fuel hose. Check this fuel hose, Jace.
I can't really see.
It's all cracking to bits, man. That hose is buggered.
The fuel doesn't smell. It doesn't smell like fuel anymore.
Well, I would have expected the boys to put some new fuel in it. Maybe we're wrong.
They also.
Shall we get a bucket of noise?
Sure.
Where's our return line?
Over here.
And it comes down the side,
here.
eh?
Right down
It's
here.
right down. It's the back of the engine down here. Is the return. It's going to the.
Here. But here. These ones.
It's bolted on down here. Goes to the back of the fuel line on the other side of the cylinder head. Do we have connections there?
Okay.
Right there. Let's give it a clean fuel source and we'll see what we can do with it. There's no petrol. There's no petrol at all. It's dry. Woohoo! I told you we should mark them. Oh, what have we got happening here? It's trying to, but it's not doing anything. Jason, I don't think we need to worry about injectors yet, because it's not doing anything. All right.
It's got petrol in it. With the next thing.
In the tank?
Yeah.
Why would we want to worry about that? I think give me a hose clamp. I'll go get, oh, don't worry. Actually, don't. Yeah, hold that. I'll just. We already know the answer, don't we? Someone's got to cut the fuel lines off it. Look at this. Check this out. Yep, doesn't matter. It's not going to flow any fuel. We already know the answer.
I think the fuel one's a bit fucking. Well, it's got no fuel in it.
It's puckaroo. Bucket of noise.
Bucket of noise.
Bucket of noise. We'll make it go. I have a small concern over the radiator. It runs though. Flick that key on, Jace. Oh yep, bucket of noise works. Yeah, boy. Let's let it idle. Try again. Stay. It runs on its own. That's better than some you've done.
When was the last time this one was running?
Possibly 10 years ago?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's something like that.
It doesn't seem to do much.
Find it over there. Over there.
Those ones don't seem to do much. It could just have foul plugs. I did see it. That one is definitely running. We have one cylinder. We have two cylinders. We have three cylinders. Okay, so number seven is here. And number 7 is here. Yep, we have 4 cylinders. So we definitely have this 4 working, and we don't have that 4 working.
Is that number 8 on this one?
No, mate, it's on that side.
Did you do number 8? Did you do number 8?
I didn't do number 8 because I couldn't get to it easily. Oh, I was just being lazy.
The motor's working.
Yeah, we got nothing on this side. Have we got broken a camshaft? Because it had no compression. It had the I don't have any compression sound.
So that's not what the client want to hear, is it?
They want to know that it's running. It runs. Right, let's do some diagnosis of. We probably, now it's warming. Now it's warming up. We can probably do a compression test and it'll give us some reliability compared to doing a cold engine that hasn't run for the last 10 years. It's pretty much a waste of time, but we might just have foul plugs on the side.
That would be really, really nice, wouldn't it?
We cross our fingers. It's got wet spots all over the radiator. We like wet spots. I like wet spots. The bottom bracket's actually rusted out. The whole bottom is just rotten.
We don't worry about that.
I want to get over here so I can. Noises. Okay. Can you diagnose why we've only got 4 cylinders? It's your job. Turn it into an 8-cylinder, please. You'd have to put them all in a line for you though. You'd fit a 6 in this.
Hello, this is Ruben.
Hello, this is Calvin.
Hello.
And this is Jason from the Cartoon Company.
How are you, mate?
Oh, we're doing okay. What do you reckon?
That's a good sound.
That's 4 cylinders.
Yeah?
It's running quite lovely on 4 cylinders. It runs on the left-hand bank.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, mate.
Oh, wow. It's just not the other, eh?
Yeah, so we're going to just diagnose. Jason's going to get in and try and find out why it doesn't run on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so cross your fingers.
You've got half of it running.
Yeah,
That's better than none of it.
That's right.
I've told Calvin best I can do is 6.
Yeah, these JZ guys are hard to deal with sometimes, eh? We'll give you some more news later on.
Yeah, sweet.
Cool, mate. Catch you later.
See you, man.
See you, Ruben. Bye-bye. You're going to squeeze them? Why didn't we squeeze it to start with?
Because it had an electrical fault.
Yep. And we knew it didn't have any compression anyway. We could hear it didn't have all the compression it
The
needed.
motor has appeared to have moved over.
Oh, the mount's just... Oh, right. Cool.
Because it's now touching the...
It's now touching the side. Cool.
We're just fucking squeeze it with half the plugs in it.
Yeah. We chose not to do a compression test to begin with because this had been sitting for a long time. And sometimes what we find is once you get them running, they pop all the rust off the valves and they free up and they all work. So we had to make a decision and we decided not to. As it turns out, it had enough compression to run and it's all on one side. So it kind of helps our diagnosis because 1, we know it runs, and 2, we know it's on this side, so we're not chasing a random fault. And we also know that the wiring is good enough. We found a couple of issues. We probably could put some tape over the bare wires now, but it's at least moving forward, so then when we go to fix it, we've got a big list rather than trying to discover it or putting it back together without all the information. It's got squeeze.
That's an injector, isn't it? We'll check the next one.
We might as well check the whole lot now we're in here.
Yeah. How much did it have?
150? 150?
That's fucking heaps.
I've done screwing. You do the turning. Oh, that one's taking the time to come up. That one got to 140. A bit low, but it's good enough.
That's enough.
Some. It's probably best just to hook the motor out of this still, eh? Fix that water leak at the back. You reckon it's going to be a frost plug? Yep. Yep, that got to 150. Yep, it's good. The problem side has got compression. We will continue searching for what's up with this. So what's it going to be? You're in injectors?
Good spark.
It's got spark. It's coming from, because of course it comes from both sides. That Toyota cambout has actually got, it's still got writing on it. I can see it. I wonder if they've done a cambout on it. It's had a cambout.
Yeah.
Okay. We might as well test this side while we're here. It's not spark plugs, Jason. It's not fouled spark plugs.
Not on this side. That side is a little bit ugly.
Oh, what have we got over this side?
And the other one's on the ground. Gravity got that one. So that's one, the second one, and that one's whatever the next one is.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah.
And the one after it is the one after
5.
5.
Yeah, every 2.
And the other
1, 3, 5, 7.
And number 7's on the ground.
Alright, cool. Hey, Mitzi, igniters work without power to them. I did not know this. Am I ready? Yep. Okay. Well, that one doesn't even get 100. So on this side, I've got like 130, 120, 130s on the good side. On the other side, 140, 150s. You bring a 22mm socket. 10 degrees. 0 TDC. Sorry. That one's on the mark. That one's on the mark.
Cam timing is correct.
Cam timing is correct. Socket's on the ground. Gravity's still working.
Yep. Let's try and get a certification.
Strange to have all 4 injectors on one side to block up. But it's possible. Alright, see you soon. Do you have enough voltage? Can you unplug an injector from the other side too, please? So I get my little special injector plug tester here, and we put power here, power there, yep. I can hear sparks, but there's no
Clicky click.
There's no clickety click click. Okay, lane B. Here you go. Joltage there. Kick. Oh, mate. She ceased.
There's nobody home.
There's nobody home. Here you go. I got the long lead. Take that one. Yep, get it.
Reach. There's a Suzuki in the way. Nipple bar.
I've got the special injector plug that's been modified. Hey. Why is my theory not working?
Yeah, it's working.
That one works.
It works. You can feel it.
Did we prove a point?
I think we proved the point.
That injector doesn't work.
I'd say the other 3 don't.
Why is it all on this side? Okay, I've probably got some injectors for it.
Probably got.
I think I've got a service set even. It's gonna all come apart, but it'd be nice to have it running. So,
May as well come apart.
well, we've got to fix that water. At some point, the water leak at the back's got to be fixed, whether it's a crossover or what it is. So, and whether it gets a rewire or not, or whether it gets a tidy up.
What does the guy want?
He wants the Landcruiser to work.
Okay.
So it kind of, but then if it's a frost plug, if the water leak at the back's a frost plug, we're best to hook the motor out. If the water leaks are just one of those heater hoses, we're best just to fix the heater hose. And we've got dodgy fuel lines, or do we just whip the intake, take the throttle body off, pry the fuel rail up, bang some injectors on it, call it good. Do I try hitting the bodies a bit better? I can see the body. Let me just give it a clicky click and we'll try and aim for that body. And then I can get this. Here's the body of the injector there. That's the body.
No, you won't want that.
That one works. Just pull it. It's got no clip on it. I removed the clip. I'll pop that on there. Okay. Doesn't help that the throttle body is all corroded and that.
Some of those trying to do something now.
That one works now.
What are you doing, Bumblebee? There's not a flower. There's a fuel line. Bumblebee, you're drunk.
Okay, whip the throttle body off. We'll do the clickety click on each of them. Make it run on 8. And then we can look at pulling it apart properly and sorting everything once we know it runs on 8 cylinders. Easy. Yeah, it does need it. It's going to come. That loom's all crispy, eh? What's our extra brown wire that's in there?
It's another earth.
Another earth. So we've got earths everywhere. It's like the spaghetti junction of earths.
And there's another one here.
Yep. And then there's a bazillion on the other side. So we've got clicky clicks on all cylinders.
Yep. I'm not going to put those bolts back.
Do you want a couple of blankers to put so you don't put those water lines back on? I'll get you a couple of blankers, eh?
How about you just pull the bank?
Have we been teaching people dodgy habits of unseizing injectors? Hitting them with some gentle persuasion. Is it going to work? Sounds awesome. Hey, I didn't have to give it any. Woo, listen to that. Oh, we got water everywhere now.
How can there water in there when the water, there's no water in there?
The water comes from the front crossover. It's been a long week for you, eh? It's been a long week. Are you ready to have enough for the week? Ready to go home?
I'm ready enough.
You're ready to go home?
I'm ready to go.
Because it comes from the front crossover.
It's not connected on the front crossover.
See this here? This one, this hose. Down there. Look, water there. Bit of a mind, a bit of a brain fart there, Jace. We'll get you some blanks, but that sounded good. That sounds real good. And then we'll get it warm. There may be a story behind why it was put in the shed.
I'd like to know that story.
I think he knows it. Okay. There's funny white stuff at the top of it when I open it up. Hello. Right. How was that?
That's awesome.
We have 8 cylinders again.
Yeah, that's ideal.
The compression on one side was a bit lower than the other, but it needs a run. I don't really care too much about compression on an engine that's been sitting for how long? How long has it been in the shed?
About 15 years.
15 years. And why was it put in the shed?
I don't know, apparently the guy just lost interest in it, eh? Like it stopped running. And
Yep.
he just lost interest in it, and yeah, didn't have enough time and all that.
Righto, okay. Well, it now runs, so it needs fuel lines. Oh. No, there it is. Takes a bit to start, but it goes again. So it's got the fuel pump's not pumping any fuel.
Oh yeah.
It had seized injectors on, and they all happened to be on the right-hand side. All 4 injectors on the right-hand side were seized. I'm afraid your wiring for crank angle sensors is a fail, but we fixed that quite quickly. Okay, so but we'll let you off. And like the wiring's yucky. It needs a good sort out, and there's a water leak at the back somewhere.
Oh yeah.
I can hear water. And the radiator's possibly not so good either. But
yeah, I think I might get a new one of them.
I think so. Yeah.
It has wet spots.
It's got lots of wet spots. But our day's work was to get it running, and it is now running.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, mate. If only you could capture the smell of 14, 15-year-old engine sitting in a shed.
It's a real quite heavy.
Yeah, mate.
Oh yeah. Get the warm grass smell. It's got the warm grass smell.
There it is, yeah. So nothing in here seems to work. Nothing at all. We've got an oil pressure gauge. We've got a water temp gauge that's coming up. Yeah, Jace, and now it doesn't work. This one. It doesn't even crank over.
You sure?
That's the total stop everything switch.
No, not working.
Not working now.
Food.
Are you hitting the chicken food? Oh, great, Jace. Yeah, that's fantastic. We've got voltage here. Look. Voltage there.
Yeah.
What's this down here?
I was trying to play with.
Let's have a look in here.
The aesthetics have greened up quite a bit, haven't they?
Look at those. How fast they greened up.
Like literally you can watch them see how green they go.
Yep.
Random stuff we talk about. Grass. There's lots of it around here.
Any problems? Do we see any problems here?
There's 2 glass fuses.
I think that switch was the headlight switch. Yeah, that doesn't work anymore.
You think that switch is the headlight switch? I think that switch is the it's going to die switch. These fuses.
Do we have any glass fuses? Because this one isn't the glass fuse. This is they're not working, so I don't think I've got any. Who uses glass fuses?
the 80s called. One of the fuses back.
Glass fuses are gone. Let's see if we got some voltages.
Negatory.
Wait, oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay.
Nobody's home.
Nobody home. That's bad. Where's our voltage gone? Don't touch that switch again, eh? Don't touch that switch. Oh, wait, it was me, eh?
Yeah, don't blame me.
We'll just turn this radio down. Radio works. We'll fix the fuses. Thought it doesn't work.
Oh, this is not connected. The light doesn't work anymore though.
No, the light doesn't work because I disconnected it. Have we got? We got wipers.
No wipers.
We got fans.
We got hazards.
We got hazards. That flash is going nuts. That flash, it's okay.
Oh, the LEDs on it, on the back, that's why.
Yeah, but it needs a resistor. It's got good oil pressure.
Pull that one.
It's not going to stop a second time. I bet you there's some lights going out there now.
Yeah, all of them.
All of the lights? Yeah, boy. That's why it had freak out, because that connection was bad. No handbrake light. That's your light switch.
The four-wheel drive light work?
I'm not even going to try putting it in four-wheel drive, because we've got no clutch to save if anything goes funny. Notice that's open.
No, it's full. I filled it up just before.
There seems to be electrical issues with this motor vehicle. So down here, this is a power wire coming into this. See, there's a big wad of wires down here for the alternator. That's a normal Lexus size, and it comes up through here. And it gets a whole lot smaller. And it comes up. That is what it is trying to charge through. That actually might be a fuse link wire, but I don't think that's really big enough for what it's trying to achieve. And in here there are some pretty serious bad connections. Whew.
The guy gave up on it.
Ready, Jace? And it got parked. It got parked up because it didn't start properly. It didn't start properly, did it? Oh, it's cool. For something that hasn't run for maybe 15 years, this is an absolute sweetheart. It's going to be a very, very cool truck when it's sorted. Very cool.